Ah, what a gorgeous sunset over the fields of untextured tall grass-ish. Yeah. Welcome back. As always, this is Kondrik, and this is the RockHouse server. And as you can tell, it is a Snapshot server, 14W25B. These textures, yeah. So, last episode, I created this fountain and the pit for the iron golems underneath. I haven't actually been on much since last episode, so there's only something like 20 iron in that chest, and for now. But what I want to actually try to do this episode is get this this central path here. I think it's going to be 3-1. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what I want to do with it yet. But I want to get the central path here with the branches coming off of it, and then I'm going to square up an area, probably actually from these torches to those edges, and make a square area in the corners for a little planter box, and then have the villager houses come off probably 1 block in from the edge of the path, so something like right here. But yeah, so that's good. I have to actually I have enough wood, I think. Let's see here. Can't do there. Can't do there. I'll go with here. So the path is going to come out. I'm going to have the path itself be 3 wide and then a sidewalk or something like that. I'm not quite sure how I want to do it. I think I'm going to do stone slabs, and then I don't know. I might do stone slabs for the whole thing and just have bottom slabs for the 3 in the center, and then full double slabs on the side to make the curb and the sidewalk. And then I'm going to come in probably here and go in. No, wait, I've got to go farther. Actually, you know what? I'm going to cut it real quick. I'm going to go look at the design that I came up with a long time ago for this building, because I remember something about needing room for fences and things like that. So I'm going to cut it right here. I'll be back in a second when I know what I've got to do for this episode. See you then. Alright, we are back, and I realized I needed to spend a lot of time farming dark oak to actually have enough to be able to do all the buildings I want to build. I'm going to end up having 12 doors per side on each of these, which means I'm going to end up with a lot more doors than I originally thought, and I don't think I'm going to be doing any more than just the 8 of these villager hotels or motels or whatever you want to call them, villager apartments, condos. I don't think I'm going to be doing more than 8, but I will probably just to give the village a larger radius. I'm probably going to put guard huts at each of the entrances. So what I've got right now is I've got a bunch of dark oak. I've got a bunch of oak slabs. I'm also going to need oak stairs and oak fences. But as you may have noticed, I closed up and filled in the little puddle. Pond, whatever that was here, and that is because I need some glass paint. Whoops, not signs, charcoal. I need some glass panes, and to do that I am going to need to smelt some sand. And I think I want to speed up the process like that. Alright, so while that's doing that, let me get started laying this out. What I'm going to have, and I'm going to actually change this out, I'm going to give it some kind of floor, I'm not sure what yet, is this is a design I used a long time ago on Shadow Dragon server, which I do have a video with a tour of that server somewhere on my channel. In fact, I believe I did 2 tours of my base on that server. But that was before I started recording for YouTube, or I was working on that, I was playing on that server before I started recording, and the ideas for my first 2 or 3 tutorials actually came from things I did on that server. So, yeah, that's information. Let's see, what did I miss? I need to, okay, that's correct. I need to put this here and this here. So it's a very compact design. It's probably one of my favorites of the things I've built. It's probably one of the only things I've built that I'm actually happy with. And it has basically 8 doors per level and 3 different levels. Trying to figure out how to explain, well, yeah, I'll just go ahead and start doing this. So other things to mention, I guess, let me get my screenshots where I can actually see them. Okay, here we go. I think that's right. That looks right. Yeah. There. Okay. So, other things to mention, other things to talk about. I am sick of using fraps. I've lost a lot of good footage recently. There's a UHC that I participated in that I had a lot of fun, and you will not be seeing my footage for that UHC because fraps recorded the wrong mic. It recorded... yeah, it recorded the wrong mic. That mic was muted. So I had no audio for the entire UHC. Almost 3 hours worth of footage I can't use. Now I could have gotten wow, I just cannot talk today. I could have borrowed the footage from the other team members that were in the same UHC. But it would have been a lot of work because I would have had to separate the audio tracks from their videos. They don't have their audio set to record to a separate file. I also would have had the issue of my audio. I would have had to sync the audio, and I would have had the issue of the audio not matching up. So if I went to open a chest, you wouldn't hear me opening the chest. And it just was a big mess, and I was really disappointed that I couldn't keep it, but these things happen, and, you know, what are you going to do? So, let's see, how do I want to, do I want the stairs going up toward the, I'm going to have the stairs go up towards the center. So we're going to start here, and the step will, go like this, go here, here, there, there. Alright, here we go. And this can go there. Oh. Wait, what? Did I do something wrong? Oh, okay. I got it. I wasn't paying attention. So yeah, I'm a little irritated with fraps. I will not, I'm still using it at the moment because I haven't figured out how to configure PlayClaw the way I want. But I ended up spending the money and buying PlayClaw, which I'm not quite sure yet if I like that or not, but I'm going to be using PlayClaw. And yeah, so that's the way that's going to be. Now let me see here. What am I doing? Okay, so that goes around. Okay, I may have to. Let me look at my screenshots. Okay, I got it. I remember what I did now. And you may hear my cat making a bunch of noise in the background. One of my cats. Okay, so here's what we've got. We've got stairs on the one side that go up to the second floor. These will go around, and they will continue up. Let's see here. This will also continue up. The stairs will continue up like this to the third floor. I think that's right. Yes, that is correct. Alright, so we'll put this here. 1, 2, 3, yes. And I will go like this. I have words. Words are not happening today. Alright. So we've got this. That's actually in the correct spot, which is nice. And you can see we're already getting the building structure laid out. Like I said, I used this on Shadow Dragon server, which I was on it's been well over a year since I played on that server. I don't know if he still even has a server going. I haven't had time to check in with him and see what's going on. He's been fairly inactive anyway, but he is the author of he's the modder of the Soul Shards mod, which is a pretty cool mod. If I don't know how active he is in development, but it is a mod that lets you basically create your own mob spawners by killing a bunch of whatever mob you want the spawner of. And then... Oh, I'm not explaining things well. Wow, whew. Okay, so yeah, sorry about that. I'm going to... You know what? I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to cut this here. Because I'm not doing very well at talking about this. I'm going to come back when I've got this a little bit better laid out. And yeah, yeah. I'll be back. All right, back again. Yay, back. So, I've got the basic structure laid out. The only thing really left to do is the roof and the railing. And I'm going to do the railing last. Let me see. I need to go here. And this is a roof design that I've used a lot of times in a lot of builds. It seems to work out fairly well. I'm actually going to... You know what? I'm not even going to worry about using up torches. I can make charcoal. So I'm going to do it this way. I'm going to... Yes. Okay. Words. They happen sometimes. Just not from me. Alright. So this, yes, as I was saying, this is a design I've used a bunch of times in the past. It works out pretty well. And it's completely spawn-proof. The torches really are not important. They're just there because I feel like using torches. Whoops. You kind of have to be a little careful about doing that, though. Did I lose one? No, okay, it's good. Right there. I believe I have enough blocks ready. Whoops. And as you can see, I started the next one over there. I'm not going to put all the doors on until I have at least the first layer of each of these buildings done, because I want to make sure that I place the village evenly. I don't think it actually matters, but that's just the way I'm going to end up doing it. And I may end up doing that off camera. Let me see. Back to what I was talking about previously. I am going to be switching my recording program to be PlayClaw for now, until something better and preferably open source appears. The only problem that I am having with PlayClaw right now, and the reason I am not using it for this episode, is because is the problem that if I use the MPEG 4 codec or the JMPEG codec or whatever, there's a codec that everybody seems to prefer to use, and it does seem to be a good codec. And if I use it, my editing program can't open the files. And I'm not sure why that is. I have found a different rendering or whatever. I've found a different codec for PlayClaw that does seem to work, and Vegas can open it. But it doesn't seem to sync with the audio correctly. So unfortunately, that means I am stuck with Fraps until I can figure out how to sync the audio correctly with the files from PlayClaw. But once I've got that sorted out, I think I'm doing this right. Yes. Once I have that sorted out, then I'll be able to start using PlayClaw for my recording program. And hopefully that will improve my audio quality significantly, because with PlayClaw I can actually edit the, or I can have separate audio streams. So my voice can be on a separate audio, in a separate audio file from the game sounds or the sounds of somebody I'm talking to in Skype or TeamSpeak. And that, in that case, in that way, I will be able to I'll be able to adjust my voice volume separately from the game audio and other volumes. So, ooh, should I? No, I'm just gonna put a couple torches in here. Let's see. I'll go there, and that's not balanced. There. That'll work. So, yeah, that's the roof of that. Now, what I need to do now is I need to grab some of this glass that I was smelting up and make some glass panes, which I believe is like this. Yes. Okay, wow, it's been a while since I did glass panes. Or, yeah, since I've made glass panes. And the glass will go right here. I hope they actually add connected textures to vanilla. That would be just the most wonderful thing ever. Alright. And up here. Here we go. Next layer. Woo. Alright, so this building is essentially done, with the exception of the doors. Oh, and the railing. Right, that's kind of important too. Villagers are stupid, and they tend to walk off of high places. And that is why this needs a railing. So the railing, and the reason I didn't end up placing this or building this where I thought I wanted to build it, is because I have to put this railing in. Now let me see. Let me switch my screenshots real quick so I can see. Okay, that's it. Alright. So, we need to place a railing that keeps the villagers from walking off the edge and dying of fall damage, because that's what they like to do. Now let me see. Can I walk? Okay, I cannot accidentally walk off that way. That's what I wanted to make sure of. And we just go along like this. Oops. And yeah, so I'm going to place the rest of the railing, farm some more dark wood or dark oak because I am going to need a lot. And probably I'm going to end up having to farm some normal oak too. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to finish making these buildings here. And I'll come back when I'm ready to put the doors in and reset the structure of the village. So I'll see you in a second. Alright, well, I just looked at the amount of time I have left for this recording, and there's not enough for me to continue the project before the end of the recording, so I'm going to call this the end of the episode here. I did finish up the railings and the floor and everything for this building, so it is ready to go as soon as I put the doors in. And once I have added all the doors and the rest of these buildings, the iron golems should actually start spawning right around the center of the village, right in this area. So that means they will most likely end up walking into the fountain on their own. I won't have to push them into the fountain anymore. And that will mean that I'll finally start getting a decent amount of iron buildup. And with this many doors, I will almost definitely have enough villagers to have possibly up to 4 iron golems spawning at any given time. I may actually have to make some of these doors invalid in the future, if that is the case, because having that many villagers could cause a lot of client-side lag, just having this many entities active. We'll see. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed the episode. I'll see you next time. And have a great day.